All right, everybody. Welcome to night one of Prospect Playoffs. In this matchup between, I believe, the 1 and 4 seed between the Omnipotent Sandwiches, Celestial Calzone, and Project Nova's Pegasus. And truly a battle for the stars here in match one. In this semifinal, best of 3. Joining me today is QueenBee.
Hello. What's up, everybody? It's good to see you on this fine Tuesday evening for what I can say is going to be a match of the century. Striker said it best, a match amongst the stars. I'm honestly excited to see these two teams battle it out after having incredible seasons with PN's Project Nova at 15-13 record with OS Omnipotent Sandwiches at a 24-4 record. It could really be anybody's game. Looking at the chat and looking at the stats, it looks like OS could be favored, but who knows? Who knows? Striker, who really knows in this era?
Who knows? I mean, having a good regular season run, seeding is somewhat helpful, but once you get to the playoffs, prior records do not matter. It's win or go home. Fresh season starts now.
Fresh season starts now for sure, and I'm sure these 10 players are feeling a little bit of the pressure. As like Striker said, this is a go big or go home situation. All the work, every match day, every map leading up to this one moment. Will PN be able to uncrown Omnipotent Sandwiches in their title of first seed, or will they continue to establish their dominance over the season and continue going into the final match? One of these two teams for sure. But Striker, do you want to talk a little bit about how semifinals works in comparison to the regular match day season? How many maps are we watching tonight?
Absolutely. Well, on a normal match day, you would watch 2 maps, rain or shine, but this time we'll be moving to the best of 3. So that third discarded map from all the prior map bans today might be that map's time to shine, as it'll be a best of 3. So if the series is at 1-1 after our first 2 games, we will be going to one final map for all the marbles.
All the marbles, and at that point it'll just be which team can last longer, the longevity of each team, who will still be able to work together as a team at that point, and who will be able to use that momentum from the last 2 matches and bring that forward into that final match. I'm honestly excited to see these players get onto the battlefield, but we are just currently waiting a little bit for map bans. So while we wait for map bans, I'm just looking at some of the maps. It looks like Bind not favored by OS tonight. And looking at the map pool here, is this going to be a day where we see Breeze, Striker, or do you think that Breeze is just not going to be played in this set today?
Who knows? It's a tough call. It really depends. Like, maybe has someone been secretly cooking, as the community opinion of Breeze really does seem to be ban that map. I don't want to play it. Occasionally favored by teams that have like a really dominant op player that they can put on a chamber or a jet. So it could be seen, this might be a nice little back pocket pick. You break out in playoffs. This is the time to reveal your hidden strategies. But we might just see the consistent trend across almost all divisions of I don't want to play Breeze. No one likes that map.
No one likes that map indeed, and it looks like Bind is not favored by OS. Not quite sure what PN is cooking up when it comes to these map bans and what they're hoping and favoring, but looking at both of these teams, this is a lot of their first time in VDC and a lot of their first times in a playoff game as well. Looking over at Nuclearcats, the previous GM of Project Nova, also known previously as IE. He is the only member on his team who has been in VDC before, so he's got a whole team of newbies, but man, have they been strong this season. And then looking over at OS, we do have a couple of returning players, but we do have a couple of people who've been here for the first time. And honestly, I'm just excited to see what their first performance is. And we're going straight into map bans.
Here we go. OS will have the first ban. What will the Calzones remove from the board?
Taking a little bit of time here to really consider their options. I'm sure this is going to be a very different map ban than we are used to in the regular season, with it going ban, straight to pick. with that final map being the decider here. So it does change the way that teams have to think. It's not, okay, what do we want to play? What do we not want to play? It's, we need to ban what we don't want to play because whatever's left, we are playing. So I'm excited to see what the Calzones pick here. Definitely taking their time, definitely leaving a little bit of pressure here, but excited to see what this prospect tier brings forward. We've seen quite an interesting season out of prospect out of both these teams. We have seen a couple of roster changes here and there, so I'm excited. But so as predicted, OS with that bind ban, no surprises here.
Yep, first pick bind can be, I think bind is a pretty divisive map in its own right, despite being kind of one of the originals. It is a map without a true mid, which some teams just really don't enjoy playing. And there is Breeze. Breeze, it's a great Counter-Strike map when everyone has smokes and flashes. But it's not the case in Valorant, and so I think that's Breeze's major hindrance and why teams just don't want to play it.
Just don't want to play it, leaving a solid last couple of maps and excited to see what Celestial Calzones is wanting to stay away from next. Thinking about the L7 Gamba as well. This is so far really not helping the bind lovers in the L7 Gamba, but exciting to see what the rest of this map pool will be able to bring for OS. They have only lost 4 maps here. So really their pool is a little bit higher, I would say, than the PN prospect team. But it'll be interesting to see if some of the original favorites like Ascent stay in, or if they're going to pull towards a little bit more of the newer maps, which, as you said, have that mid, have a little bit more open space to work with. Will we see an Icebox striker? I really think that this could go anyway.
Yeah, Icebox is an interesting map. I think it's another device map. Like, a lot of people don't like it, but it is a map that almost everyone knows how to play to a certain level, which allows it to occasionally make an appearance. Ascent, obviously, the classic, it's the good, honest Valorant map. Like, it's a map that, it is pretty set in its ways. There's very few comp wrinkles you can really successfully apply, and it's just kind of about playing good, fundamental Valorant on a near mirror match.
Looking at the chat and looking at the bans, we are going to be taking a brief restart of the map bans coming in. But as we do that, some insider information has come through that allows that kind of Breeze pickup and Breeze ban to make more sense. OS is undefeated on Breeze. They've played 4 times and definitely used that to their favor. So that does explain a little bit more as to why PN Prospect was looking towards that. Definitely towards that Breeze pick here, but we are probably in that case going to do a quick. Yep, it looks like both teams are checking in. This is exciting. I don't know what it is about playoffs, but something exciting always happens in playoffs.
There we go.
And
yep.
There we go. We get right back into it. I think we're going to see a little bit of a boom, boom, boom. As you can see now, it does look a little bit different than it did previously, but going into
this is the
teams,
more classic original ban, pick, ban, and the last one left will be the deciding map here.
And the last one left will be the deciding map. OS banning bind. No surprises here.
Yeah, I think these initial 2, knowing that like the other team will get these 2 picks, and you're not just banning down to maps, is that you really do need to. If there's a map you really don't want to play, it needs to be picked. It needs to be removed quickly. Otherwise, you do run the risk of having to play a map that's not your favorite.
And then we see the OS pick Lotus here.
Lotus, a 3-site map. I really like 3-site maps. I think they allow for a lot of complexity and strategy. They generally allow for a little more comp diversity. And Split, another one of the old maps, used to be like the absolute defender's castle of a map, but recent changes to agents and a couple tweaks to the map have made it a little more, a little less defensive-sided, but still it can be considered a defensive-sided map, but we'll have to see how the teams play there. Another map that does have some interesting variants of comp that are shown. I've probably seen across the different tiers in VDC, but also all the way up into the VCT, you will see different comps on splits. I think there's a lot of cool comp diversity on these first 2 maps, so I'm definitely excited to see these played.
To see these played, now giving OS an opportunity to ban the last two maps, because it looks like they're going to be last two map bans and then the decider. So they're going to have to pick wisely here, be able to pick what they think they're going to want to play after playing 2 full maps. Or maybe they'll just win it. Who knows? Who really knows in these cases, right? But exciting to see. What do we think is going to be our decider here? What do you think these prospect players are thinking?
It's tough to tell. I don't have the complete inside scoop on the records. I feel like oftentimes you do see like Ascent is like a map that loves to be the decider. It's just kind of like one Valorant map, please. Sunset being banned here by the Calzones. Sunset is an interesting map. It's still somewhat newer, so some people still don't like it, but I think it has kind of started to grow on the player base as a whole, as it's now been in rotation for a couple of months. Getting down, so Ascent is still on the table to be that decider, joined by Icebox.
Oh boy, I honestly don't know what the better pick is here. PN's got a tough call to make. Trying to do something, yes, that's tactical against OS, but I honestly think they need to stick true to their guns here and pick what's going to be best for them.
Yeah, and they do know that like the OS will get to pick side here, so that also may play into it. Do you not want to lean into Ascent knowing that you will most likely have to start attack? But nope, Ascent, the classic decider, and I think a lot of these BO3s is just, if it turns out we're tied, we're going to go to the good, honest Valorant map and see who honest Valorant's the most.
Exactly. It'll definitely be a show of the ages here. And honestly, I'm excited to see both of these teams start out on Lotus, just waiting for people to pick their sides here. Who's starting attack, who's starting defense. And it looks like PN does pick defense on Lotus. An interesting pick, actually, I would say. Mostly because you never really know what you're going to get out of Lotus. And Split, OS deciding to start on defense. I don't think that one surprises me at all. Striker, what are we feeling about that Split choice?
Absolutely. I think Lotus picking defense on Split, it makes sense. Again, they also pick defense on Ascent. You know, these are two pretty defender-sided maps. Lotus, though, is normally, I believe, the most attacker-sided map in the pool currently. So we'll have to see if PN has something kind of cooked up, or if they just, maybe it's just like a team mentality thing, if they want to get the hard side out of the way and then know what number they need to chase.
Something they need to chase, and I'm excited to see we are getting straight into this map here. I'm excited to see what agents come out on top here. I know that both teams have their typical kind of play style, typical play roles, both with PN and OS kind of sticking true to their roles here. But I'm excited to see if they're going to pull out something that they've been working on, or if it's going to be straight standard play on both of these maps that we're going to see today. But really, in playoffs, in semis, anything can happen. And I'm excited to see what both of these teams pull out of the woodwork and what they do to represent both their franchises here. Just looking at getting this started here, Striker. What are we thinking about this first map here? If you were them and you were in their position, where would you want to start? What would you want to do first? Would you want to play it cool on pistol? Or do you think it's just a 5-man run it down pistol moment? We are prospect players here, but I've seen some crazy strats out of both of these teams.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the team comp here. And then, like, if I'm the attackers, I'm judging what Sentinel is picked, and I think that's going to heavily influence which site I think I can kind of take, or if I think there's going to be like that kind of standard rubble utility being thrown. I think that will really matter. And then if I'm the defenders, I think I got to see what the attackers are, and then the mind game begins. Like, if you do go for that big like gamble stack kind of like crunch play, you're guessing right. Otherwise, you've kind of given up one of the sites, and you're pretty immediately into a 5 versus 5 post plant with pistols, which generally turns pretty hectic. So I think agent select will be the real teller for this one.
It will be the real teller for this one. And in prospect going into this playoff semifinal match is being played. One of them will go to the finals here. I'm just excited, bro. I've been waiting for this match for a while now. Definitely both of us casters are excited to see what OS pulls out, but also to see if PN's got anything kind of fun and silly, goofy up their sleeves. One thing I will say is that Katy Perry is not sponsoring PN, but I can guarantee you right now that they are playing some type of California Girls Katy Perry hype music in the chat right now. So very exciting to see that. I'm wondering what OS is thinking here, if there's going to be some cool big strats or if they're also hyping each other up in this moment as well. Just looking to get everything settled here. In that case, actually, we might take a brief pause as we get started into the next map here, and we will be back shortly. What would you say, Striker?
Yeah, I think, it's got a few... Someone's computer is not agreeing, so while we get that sorted out, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back. When we come back, it'll be time to dive straight into map number 1.
The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. One look in your eyes, I found that one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. Our love is electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. I'm feeling electric. Look in your eyes, I found that one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric.
right, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry for that delay. The tech gremlins have been disposed of, and it looks like we'll be able to quickly, hopefully we'll soon be jumping into Agent Select for Map 1, which, as a reminder, is Lotus.
It is Lotus indeed, and we now are officially into Agent Select. I'm excited to see what people throw out. We're already seeing the side of PN hovering, but we already see some lock-ins from OS here.
Yeah, the immediate KJ lock and the Jet. Jet, not always the most classic decided agent on this map, but still can get tremendous value as one of the premier dive duelists. Raised as well, being locked in on the side of the Calzones. Going for that double dive duelist, they'll be looking to aggressively take space with the comp that is being shown. One thing they are currently not sure, though, is with the Sova also locked in, they will have the drone to help take space, but no flashes currently on this comp. They will be relying simply on going fast, it seems like, to close the gap and negate the lack of smokes. Clove as well. Feels like a pretty hyper-aggressive comp here with Clove and the double dive duelists.
It is. It's very interesting to not see any flash, but really they are OS known for using information and having that hyper-aggressive plays. But we do see PN lock here with a double controller with Viper Omen and going straight into the match here. We do see Nuclear on Breach for that little bit of flash, but we do see a double KJ with one random chair and OS aNdyj doing a little bit of a KJ duel, a KJ showdown here. Honestly, I am intrigued to see what OS does here with their hyper aggression, but it will be exciting to see the double controller starting defense here and see if that really kind of stops a little bit of that aggression, or if they just don't care and shoot and run through the smokes. I'm really excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah, that Viper orb, and the Molly couldn't do a great slowdown or make those fights a little more winnable for that Viper anchoring site. And then once we get to their attacking side, they will get really nice. The ability to kind of always throw that one Viper wall up onto that A site, kind of condition their opponents here. Breach, a great ult for both taking. Breach ult is just so powerful for taking sites, retaking sites, post plant, down kind of opportunity, trying to stall out takes. Both sides running Jet as one of their duelists. Omen blind, also very nice, cool, some good tech there. Much more of a standard comp here from Pegasus.
This does seem like a very standard comp for Pegasus, looking at aNdyj being where aNdyj is on the Viper. That does seem to be a very new strat. aNdyj used to play a lot of duelist, but now is currently in their Viper era. Blueberry on that Omen. Exciting to see kind of this new-ish PN prospect team comp essentially get a chance to be able to shine, but also OS aNdyj, Koala. Honestly, Koala on the Clove, I'm excited to see what this looks like in prospect, as really Koala could go the duelist route and play Clove like a duelist, or could use the smokes as to more of a controller era. It could go either way.
Yeah, Clove, a very flexible agent, really kind of can be what the team needs, and does kind of give that kind of +10 confidence boost to the player, knowing that they can die and still do their job.
We do have 8 seconds on the map. We're getting started here. We do see OS leaning towards C with 1 on A, or are they doing a 3-1-1? Let's get into it.
Yep, it looks like 3-on-1. Ooh, Dart just flips a little. Ooh, but they do maybe see one there. Trying to knife off that, potentially trying to use feature to clear the space. Blueberry trying to take the contact, does get the shoulder peek, takes some damage for their trouble. Nade coming in, trying to clear them out. Maybe breaking some of the KJ. You still smoke being deployed. 3 players rotating over. Shock darts coming in as well, but the commitment and not in. 12 though, holding the corner. Gets one on Nuclearcats, but Karina trades back, gets a second.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Jay.
Blocking sight.
Getting out now. Damage being done. 4 versus 3 numbers currently in favor of Pegasus. Like now working its way into B. Once again, Blueberry holding for the audio contact here. Miss Sunday working their way in. Timing here, sees it. Does Blueberry. Oh, gets that first, gets another kill, equalizing kill there onto aNdyj.
Spike planted.
Again to the post plant. Breakable door. There will be some conflict here. Nibroc and Karina chicken. Oh, what a shot from Blueberry. Picks up Thorny, but Nibroc gets Karina. 2 versus 2. Spike is down. Tap comes in from Blueberry, who does a bunch of damage
Last
to
player
Nibroc,
standing.
but miss all Sunday. Cleans him up. There though, with the classic, but Sunday wins it out, and that pistol round will go to the Calzones.
To the Calzones, indeed. We did see a little nice contact from PN there, getting rid of some of the OS players, but the OS team really had their post plan in good order, having 3 points of contact, 1 at door, 1 upper, and 1 at the breakable. Very good communication from them, indeed, with the PN team kind of going in 1 by 1. We did see Blueberry get quite the head tap there, but it just wasn't enough. Looking at their side here, we do see OS strong 2-3, 2A, 3C, going straight into Blueberry and straight into 1 random chair.
There we go. Taking initial space. They do see a molly, which is thrown to immediately try to slow them down. But now just content. Will try to feed that orb onto the killjoy of aNdyj. Orb takes first contact with Nibroc, gets 1. Koala swings with him as well to pick up a second very quickly. 5-3 in favor of our attackers. They're now potentially taking the door, depositing the jet, trying to catch someone on the chase after. Spike now headed to B. Not a space here, being conceded by Pegasus. Orb will be collected. Door is open, just trying to hunt out where these players are. Spike still not committed. Random share does hear them leaving Seaside. Should let them know. Oh, the smoke timing is going to be everything here as the 2 pass. Kind of like potentially passing like ships in the night. Oh, that is a clue here for Koala. Smoke is coming. Which will they look? And they will get the timing there onto ash. 5 versus 2. This might be a time. Just playing a tight angle, trying to get a kill, but most importantly, maybe just dying to Spike here. We'll see how they want to play this here. Checking with the clash. Gets a dink, and then gets a kill onto Koala. Some damage is done, but oh, the double flank comes in Sunday, and they collect 2.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, those 2 opening picks on A really helped OS get map control on A, decide. You can tell that they were quite tentative at the beginning, just looking for their opening picks, and that once they got them, they went over to A. Koala going big there with that smoke timing, as you mentioned, with Viper getting picked up from behind, and then Missile Sunday gunning right in behind the last 2 PN players here. Looking at the play, though, they do have their bonus guns with OS and aNdyj going for the Vandal, with PN having full gun loads. Looks like they're leaning towards A here, going straight into Karina.
Contact here. Rubble fight is being taken. Karina has taken the space. You're now holding this kind of off angle. Dash has been expended. Oh, now gets up to this up angle. They are holding for aggression, but I don't think it's going to come. Round really slowing down, time ticking away. Neither side looking to make that first move. Potentially could be a mistake, trying to keep all guns intact. This is a dangerous bonus weapon-wise here for the Calzones. Still at the shoulder checking. Here comes. Need that to get broken there before it clears the jet. Oh, and it does. This angle will be tough. Over there, C drops down, nades out. He does a little bit of chip. Taking the first fight, but Nibroc wins it out, and that will be a Vandal. The upgrade coming in. Nuclearcats going to have to run, trying to potentially reposition the 3. It's going to need to get some work done if they intend to hold a site, but they might just break door and go to B here. We'll have to see more util being expended. 2 players. Players, though, are crunching, ready for this B
30 seconds left
to come, potentially. Guns now holding around, slowing you down again. 20 seconds left. The execute will have to come in shortly. Door is tapped. Here comes the aftershock, but I think it will miss a little. Nuclearcats takes her contact, but it's swung by everyone, and Thornily gets that kill.
10 seconds left.
Sunday collecting Blueberry as well.
Last player standing.
And get one. Thornily get their second. It's all on random share in a 1 versus 5. They have to make the decision to stay. They take contact with Sunday. Players trading shots back and forth.
Taking sentry.
Here's the 2. They are hunting, wanting to get this gun out of random share's hand. Angle pipe. The wide swing comes in from the raise. That'll clean it up. A flawless bonus here from the sandwich, from the Calzones.
A flawless round, but really definitely could have been winnable by PN there. We did see some incredible positioning from the Jet and the Breach there, but OS has just mastered their timing into when they decide to hit a site, what utility they are using forward with that Sova drone there, and they are winning their gunfights, which definitely has been playing in their favor. PN needs to start working together and needs to start pulling it together here, because as you can see, OS runs together as a team as they lean towards C, but could go B either way.
Here comes Gamble Aggression here, coming for a big Rebel fight. All dashing on through. Koala could have to fight these players. Fighting for the space. Koala gets that first pick. Nibroc also cleaning up the double aggression, has been dealt with. They're now being taken onto C. Smike now moving over there. Oh, one has been seen. Right up there with the Spectre. Gets one though. And gets away. Unable to recover the rifle though. 3 versus 4. Oh, but Spike now coming B. Do they hear the steps? Running their way in. Ash gets one. Oh, Dink comes in, but aNdyj gets another. Oh, Koala also surviving. And it's all on Ash.
Spike
Rifle
planted.
in hand, but it is still a 1 versus 3. They trawl, trying to find the right answer here. Koala holding top here in this heaven angle. And the pinch coming in potentially from aNdyj. Ash gonna need to clear this corner. Do they clear it? They don't. Koala will pick up their 3rd of the round. Now 4 in a row here for the Calzones, showing an the build on their lead.
A build on their league. We did see PN get 1 pick, but you can tell OS is just checking all of their corners here and making sure they hit a site either as a 1 or a 2. But as you can see, they have also got a good utility lead there with the Raze nade trying to get info on C. But then even as one of them gets picked up, they immediately switch a site. They do not stick to C. They went B. So they're definitely playing it out, following the waves of the game. And right now, they're just back in their 3-1-1 setup here.
Yep, now the rifles are back on the board. Slow it down, reset, see what happens. Both teams playing a little more cautiously. PN will be forced onto another eco if they cannot convert this round. OS, they got money in the bank. Looks like they're now leaning 3 players kind of over onto B. 1 player still holding the flank, but PN unwilling to challenge at this moment. A site kind of forgotten. There are 3 players kind of waiting there. Smoke's now being used. Darts come in, does get a little bit of chip there on a nuclear, but they immediately open the door and they're over to B. Darty coming in. AJ's setup is there. Will they get used? Nuclearcats gets 2, 3. In comes the 3.
One enemy remaining.
Ash gets 1 as well. It's all on aNdyj. 1 HP in a 1 versus 5. Great stun from Nuclearcats. They're just being patient. They're not trying to get done. Great timing, and Karina will clean it up.
Yeah, that round was Nuke versus the world, it seemed like. It looks like his utility was just able to get PN back on top and stop the momentum that OS seemed to have grabbed. OS did their normal, check it out, get a pick, see what's going on, but Nuke really found himself in a good position there. He did happen to ult his teammate there. We did see a little bit of an Ash thing, but Ash still got the pick there. Let's see if OS can continue to find that momentum that they had previously, and this is just a one-off round, or if PN's going to be able to use that stop and momentum into their advantage to play time and to see what they can do against this OS team.
Yeah, potential economic swing round now in the books. As a lighter buy will be forced here if PN can win another round here. Money for PN, they can't afford to lose one and still be able to buy. Default's coming in, trying to take this rebel control, which is now being held really passively, just off this long angle from Blueberry on that Omen. Oh, contact is taken. Ready. Now they're rotating over. 1 player mid. 4 players now coming over to the A site. The Jet, though, being the one on the lurk.
Cover going out.
4 players getting ready to explode.
You should run.
Ready to set up. Here comes the attacker, Killjoy. Will this force them into their retake? Karina?
Blinding.
Kind of staying on site, but can get out. And they will.
Caution
One
here.
back in drop. They are aware that's where they are.
Bomb buddy out.
But they invest the Raze because the Raze ult is coming in. They do dash up, and the Raze ult does whiff. Up Rook in 5 versus 5 post plant. Nibroc, they'll get that first pick onto the round. Onto Blueberry.
Blinding.
smokes down on the smoke. Oh, but what an aggressive position held from Sunday. Will collect Nuclearcats. He's traded back a random chair. Sunday though gets another onto chair. It's 4 versus 2. Gonna look.
One enemy
Out,
remaining.
but Thornily cleans it up. All onto ash in a 1 versus 4.
Hostile
Great
down.
shot. Collects the jet. But 1 versus 3 time taking away. Gets another. 1 versus 2, but the time is not on their side. They may just have to save here. But the Sova wants blood. Here comes contact. Nibroc will win it out.
Wow, very hyper-aggressive angles being held by the OS team here, with Jet hiding in quite at the moment on stairs. PN not ready for it, but it was a smart decision on Blueberry to hold back off of the KJ and wait for the team there. OS being hyper-aggressive did play into their favor there, but we are seeing a little bit more teamwork on behalf of PN here. I'm excited to see what they pull out. We do see their Jet being 8-3 right now. Definitely a Jets game. We'll see if that can continue and translate into the next couple of rounds here.
Absolutely. We do have the Blade Storm available for them.
Nowhere to run!
Here comes the Hunter's Fury, trying to find something. Does not. The early aggression with the ult does not pay off. 3 players, though, have been inserted into rubble. Space not being contested. Jet now trying to lurk up into B. AJ's setup is waiting there, but we'll let them get a little deep. Now, 2 players are also bringing that spike and to see it's what are we all on Nuclearcats to stand tall there. Breaks the turret, breaks that contact.
Shadows traveling.
Forces smoke and a molly to be popped, burning through that precious KJ utility. 3 players are gathered. Nuclearcats did a great first hit onto the jet. Now must try to get out. Does. They are leaving again though, taking the spike elsewhere. They do get that aftershock out as well. Koala and ash potentially with a date of destiny here in B. Probably not at the moment. But still, random chair also holding here in B still.
30 seconds left.
Toxins going up.
And ash. Oh, takes a good chunk of damage there. Side of 2 bodies now will first kill, great kill from the jet. This is 5. At this moment is traded back onto Nibroc. Getting spammed.
1 enemy remaining.
Great shot from
10 seconds left.
It's
Spike down A.
1 versus 4. They make it a 1 versus 3. Running in over heal. Take jet gets flashed a little, taking some more damage from the spray, running forward, but Kurna gets their 3rd of the round.
And the Brown goes to PN there. That early aggressive Sova ult's not paying in the favor of OS, leaning towards C. Nuke getting that opening pick on Jet, I think was really the call that PN could make that round winnable and in their favor, and it definitely was. Koala stuck between a rock and a hard place with 10 seconds left to plant the spike. Either you go in or you go home, and Koala chose to go in. Brave, proud, and true OS member fashion, and we love to see it here in the semifinals. We are seeing a 3 lean towards A with 2 C. Let's see if this plays in their favor for OS.
Absolutely. Now, still able to get pretty easy rubble control as PN has kind of given up on contesting it. This 2-2, 2-1-2. Spike just kind of being held here by aNdyj. Clearing mound here on the C site. Nuclearcats and Blueberry, the 2 defenders here. Having to hold manually as the KJ utility is elsewhere. There was some visual contact there potentially. Here, so they're lining up here for a C hit. Could be a tall task for these 2 on site. Flank still just being held there by aNdyj. Nuclearcats getting ready to take first contact. Smoke's coming in. They hear the steps. Dart comes in. Dart isn't going to clear anyone. Nade does though. Aftershock will. The one is immediate. Really up on top, swinging on down through. Oh, Thornily is the razor there. Gets Nuclearcats. Unbattled the site. Dominates a second, but ash trades right back. Now upgrades their gun as well. Defender Killjoy. Defender lockdown has been invested. Will they push? Or are they just going to go try to play post plant? They will. Karina trying to catch him on that door open. Gets through, but it's a little awkward. Oh, gets 1. But Sunday trades right back. 2 versus 3. Spam should be coming in, just trying to...
1 enemy
Pros
remaining.
don't fake, just needs to hold the ash, and they will. winning out the 1 versus 3 before the shock dart claims them.
Yeah, what a chaotic round from all parties. I feel like there was one thing happening, next thing happening, but it does come out with PN on top. OS was hitting their shots, but PN, as you said, they pulled the pros don't fake moment with one random chair being able to hold the early aggression as the plan was not planted for Mound and the KJ ult had pushed them off. And we did see a little bit of a distraction tactic out of our jet, the PN jet, but we'll see what this does leading into the OS as they seem to be just leaning towards B here.
Absolutely. Economy's a little fragile for both teams. Gonna will pop the Blade Storm. Will look to get some work done here with this powerful eco ult. Nuclearcats taking a peek here out of C, clearing a lot of space. 2 players, though, are up in B trying to get their lurk on. 3 players have taken a lot of rubble control over onto the A side. 2 players contesting. Ooh, the shoulder contact has been taken. Door is opened by Nibroc. Will they follow it in? Nope, content to just rotate. But Nuclearcats has gotten very deep. But content just to go away. Maybe feels the presence coming with the big rotate. Didn't want to get caught in a 1 versus 4 weird angle. The spike is going all the way over to C, and it's potentially going to be all on Nuclearcat. Who's, I think, calling for it.
There we go.
Trying to buy time with the aftershock. With the raise, blast hacking on through. Does take some damage to their trouble. But still will get into a dominant site position. 4 players now on site.
30 seconds left.
Spot has
Spike
been
planted.
dealt with. Post plants are now in effect. Marina, though, trying to work this flank. Oh, but the other jet is on a high angle. I think they saw each other. It's a fateful battle, and it is won out by Sunday. Clear takes a bit of chip from the shock darts. Dart is immediately broken. Coming in, TPing onto site, trying to take space. Takes onto the KJ turret, wins it out onto Koala, though. 4 versus 4. Molly's coming in. It's another, though, does random chair, Nibroc. The time ticking down, and it is planted for Mound this time. You're gonna have to stick. Dealing with the spam, so it's the trans ruin challenges, and it's just sticking.
Last player
Random chair,
standing.
Nuclearcats get 2, and the spike is huge. And Nuclearcats cleans it up.
Oh my goodness. I will say this is the first 5v5 post plan of the entire game here. OS playing a little bit more conservative, getting onto the site there instead of going all in. They went slow and it worked what it seemed to be in their favor by getting the plant down. But PN just coming in as a team there with some good utility usage there. The KJ post plant setup was there, but as you can see, Ash was able to stand on top of the wall and did defuse from the wall, which leads OS to want to change sites. It looks like they're leaning towards A off of that.
Absolutely. Economy very fragile here. Working their way, taking quick aggressive space here. The lurk, a very quick lurk coming up. But the spike, though, is alone on C. Get caught. Ooh. The showstopper here could allow for, could be the tool to pry open the A site. Run on Ash trying to be the dynamic duo to hold A. There are 4 players here. They collect Nuclearcats, and that will cause the rotate. They're going to try to storm here onto B site. Like the one in through main, kind of taking a safer approach. 4 versus 5 will be this retake, and they have the showstopper as well. Oh, and Koala is there to collect Turner before they can get into the flank.
Spike planted.
Immediately broken. Oh, swing comes in, random chair gets out, does take some damage for their trouble. 3 versus 5, what a shot from Sunday.
Last player standing.
And a third. All onto random chair and a 1 versus 5. Man, it looks like they're just gonna try to save, but the hunt may be on here. Thornily potentially hunting. Hold this angle still. Now potentially going on the hunt. The pinch is coming in, trying to figure out where one random chair is. Do they expect them to be here in tree? Process of elimination should begin to reveal their location, but with money the way it is, I think they're content to live with all 5 rifles.
They are content to live with all 5 rifles, and that does seem to be a very different round than the previous round there. OS, yes, hitting their shots, but really holding on to every single angle that they could possibly hit. and honestly, winning their gunfights, but playing together really, really well. And Miss All Sunday, he is just on one with some of those shots there, really getting the early aggression, but also getting the picks that they need. So it'll be interesting to see what PN does here. Even though OS has lost C before, they are going for a C again, and the only person to contest here is aNdyj.
Yeah, only at the Spectrum half. They do have that Viper ult, but there is util here to clear them. The offensive lockdown is available. Boombot and drone coming in after trying to buy aNdyj some time. They might just be content to rotate out, trying to go to B. AJ setup is waiting on them from Chair, who does have that rifle. They saved over.
Grenade out.
Only 1 HP from their shield they saved over. Oh, and Koala gets Karina, who only had an eco weapon, I believe. And now it's on. It's fast A. Blueberry, just a ghost in hand, will try to send some of them to the afterlife, but he's going to get bullied off by the sheer weight of numbers and firepower. OS trying to take these aggressive post plants. Nuclearcats does swing in and catches the timing.
Like I never left.
He's just going to have to go out now. Chase him down and leads him right into Nibroc. Uses up the trade. Sunday gets one onto Brandon. Gets one onto Sunday. Waldo gets Blueberry. Attacker. Hold on. That's there you go. aNdyj tries to run through, but Thornily chases them down.
Thornily just getting that last pick
round
was great,
in
but
the
we
half.
did see quite the interesting Clove moment there. Clove knowing that they had their ult went up. Koala able to get the pick, but then also get the pick onto Blueberry there, who was trying to fight on site. As you could see, the aNdyj ultimate there was able to get them off of C, but that early A pick on Karina was really telling for OS to just push, and it worked in their favor here. Going into the last round before the half, we do see more of an even by Blueberry and Nuclearcats are currently on Bulldogs, but we do see OS leaning towards C, straight into one random Chair and Blueberry.
Yeah, moving around that KJ setup. Haven't encountered it here yet. This will be the time. And they just attempt to play retake. They do have, oh, here comes the class aggression. Showstopper coming. Does do a bunch of damage here. And will clean up random here, but takes so much damage in return. Only 64 HP left. Sunday trying to work their way through. Does force off Blueberry. Sova ult comes in as well. The Hunter's Fury trying to find one.
Spike planted.
Does no damage. 4 versus 5, and there is this breach ult to contend with. What a shot from Blueberry. Collect Sunday. These into a 4 versus 4. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. Pass this one onto Koala as well. Thornily fighting Nibroc though gets 2 onto the double flankers. And it's a 3 versus 2 here. Blueberry and aNdyj. The controllers needed to make do. Good molly forces out Thornily. Blueberry wins the fight. Time though is ticking down. They will need to try to stick here. Oh, but there's the alarm bot. Trying to tap, holding. Nibroc gets their 3rd. aNdyj gets it to half, but aNdyj is there to clean it up. An 8-4 attacking side for OS.
An 8-4 attacking side. OS a PN for early aggressiveness from OS paid off in their favor. PN's aNdyj trying to hold on for dear life at the very end, but OS learning from their past mistakes was able to clear off the round, making it a strong way into defense. Lotus historically known as being an attack-sided map. Who knows? We'll see. It looks like OS looking at the scoreboard right now. We have their Jett 15-7, Nibroc 11-3, Koala 10-9. Honestly, everyone seems to be hitting their shots there. And as we look at this round, we are seeing 2 early people on A, 1 B, 2 C, classic Lotus defense strats, and PN looking for a pistol round C moment with aNdyj lurking on A.
Yeah, absolutely here. Sunday trying to work their way in deep. Ooh, gets away from the KJ. Will they clear them playing here in this corner? Looks like they're thinking about it. They're so aware. Do they have any YouTube? Oh no, but at the last second doesn't fully clear the corner. And Sunday gets 2. Sunday gets away. Only without half their life left, but still 2 huge first picks here. aNdyj, they're getting potentially about to get double swung. We'll need to make this classic work. If the swing comes in, Thornily just knew.
Last player standing.
On. All on random chair in a 1 versus 5. 2 players are low, but so much to do. aNdyj will collect one as well. 9th round on the board.
9th round on the board with aNdyj just in the corner. They think for 1 second that you've cleared it, and the Valorant timing comes in with aNdyj not just picking off 1 but picking off 2, and Thornily having the peak of their life straight into ash with the frenzy. Definitely what the frenzy should be used for in that moment is a spray and pray, and it worked in Thornlily's favor. PN looking to go towards A here instead of C, going straight into the Nibroc and straight into Thornily with a little bit of a jet moment. aNdyj just ready there, just as a little peak moment between B and A, so we'll see if this is a 5v3.
Yeah, absolutely here. Looking like they could take some initial rubble control here. Oh, with the sprays coming in from the Ares. Boombot as well coming in. Oh, Boombot not gonna, the spam combined with the Boombot will bring down Nuclearcats. 4 versus 5. Altorp is being secured, but the swing comes in, spamming away. Thornily gets one onto Ash. Adam Chero dashes away, does Sunday. Nibroc gets another onto Corinna.
Last
Blueberry
player
gets away, but
standing.
Sunday cleans up the draw.
Spike down A.
Wow, it's a flawless round.
A flawless round indeed, with the gun advantage definitely being in their favor, but OS, known for their hyper-aggressiveness, was using their aggressiveness in a very different way, just staying back, peeking from very different angles, and picking PN off 1 by 1. PN really needs to pull it together here. It is 10-4. We do see PN looking at a B or C split. With OS not looking bothered, the pressure, it doesn't seem to be getting them to them just yet. It is only map 1. It is anybody's game. This is Prospect. Honestly, the tide can turn in either favor at this moment.
Absolutely. First real rifle round, a very important round here for Pegasus. They want this comeback to take flight. Eco swing, great shot from Corinna to collect Sunday, but dashes forward aggressively. Ooh, tries to find out to get some extra damage done there onto Koala.
Get him.
Spike now potentially coming B. 2 players holding here with these SMGs. But the slowdown is happening. Content to take their pick and walk away are Pegasus. Ash lurking pretty deep, taking a lot of space onto A. Holding broken. Thornily could be walking into it. Certainly here's the steps. They will take A uncontested. Here's more coming, does Thornily. Just trying to pick the right moment here.
Spike planted.
Get some value here with this stinger. Could be any Corinna though, gets Nibroc. aNdyj though gets Corinna on the trade back, but it's still 4 versus 3. Random share will collect Thornily. The timing not going their way.
Player standing.
Ash gets aNdyj. All on Koala.
Not ready
Spectre in
yet.
hand. 1 versus 4. 2 shots to the body will fight, and Ash will deliver them.
Ash will deliver that, being a 10-5, stopping a little bit of the momentum there, but that was a difference in guns here. We are going to see if PN can stop that momentum and continue to go forward. Looking at going towards CB again. What a round on behalf of PN. OS really looking to just stay calm, stay cool and collected as they get into this next round. We do see more leaning towards C here than there was A, B previously. Maybe they're catching on to what PN is trying to do.
Yeah. Oh, great shot from Blueberry. Collects the jet immediately, putting that initial pick column onto the side of Pegasus. Now taking some control here on Rubble. Both players on Rubble still just holding. It's all on Thornily, who's just holding back a site, playing audio cues. Orb should be able to be collected here. Kind of taking more space here. Koala, oops. See him hammering away with the Guardian. Oh, what a shot, and that's the spike
down.
as
Attacker
well.
spawn.
4 versus 4, the equalizing pick from Koala. They're hungry for more. Oh, what a timing! But Ash is there. Ash is aimed out, but Brenna does get it, but they're on low A. Dancing with aNdyj, and aNdyj wins it out. Spike is down in an awkward position. Blueberry and Random Share need to take these swings. Guardian tapping away. Oh, gets blinded. The near sight coming in to win the fight. Molly trying to force him off into the corner, forward. Oh, but only 1 bullet left from Blueberry. Needs the teammate to swing with them.
30 seconds
And
left.
Random Share will. 2 versus 2. Spike now in their control. Going away from each other, Nibroc. Rounding the
Last
corner.
player
Oh no, the
standing.
timing. aNdyj though will
Spike
collect
down
Blueberry.
A.
And it's all on the chair. Open a chair. is all Pegasus needs, but time also not their
Alarm
friend.
bot out.
Might just
10
have to
seconds
save
left.
here.
Placing swarm
But
grenade.
the Woden
One enemy
but
remaining.
Random Chair gets the kill.
Swarm grenade out.
But both sides content just to bring these rifles into the next round. 11 will be on the board here. The Calzones edging closer, taking their map pick.
And taking their map, indeed. One random chair and it looks like both KJs just decided to keep their guns there. Another round goes into the favor of OS there.
Yeah.
I honestly do
Watching
think
this.
that OS just needs to play the way that they're playing, and that PN does need to pick up the pace a little bit here if they want to be able to stop them. It is still anybody's game at this point. PN looking for a call towards C, and once again we do see OS leaning towards C here, almost like they know they're going there. Pretty interesting stuff going on here.
Yep.
They have got the calls.
This one hero rifle, potentially the Viper Wall, giving away PN's hand, but they are dashing towards front though. With that one rifle. Oh, the shock darts, shift damage, and Molly's but so much utility has been expended. Well, they just take these games and get out.
Blocking sight.
Dashing away. But the pinch is coming from Koala and Thornily. Koala just has this class. And they will get cleaned up. Or, oh, the Bucky. They swing into it. Oh, but it hits right between them and gets no one as aNdyj cleans them up. It's a 5 versus 3. Money. Won that one rifle and a bunch of eco weapons here. We'll make this post plant tough. Spike should go down. Dart is broken, but does reveal the position of the
Spike
Jet.
planted.
They back off for a second, but they retake that position aggressively. aNdyj trying to back them up, holding this tight angle. He does see a hand, but aNdyj wins it out with the one rifle they have. They might be able to get this second rifle, make it more dangerous. Aftershock coming in, forcing them off, delaying them even more. Molly's as well, stuns coming in. Just really making it hard to get on, even onto the site right now. As time ticks away. Might just be trying to force them to die to Spike here. Time ticks away. It's time to leave. Time to maybe try to get some exits if you're a Calzone enjoyer. Oh, aNdyj doesn't check it, and Sunday gets another. He gets a gun. Oh, gets another, but Nuclearcats will put an end to that. Players surviving from both sides. Rifles recovered. aNdyj trying to do some economic damage.
I can
The
hold
players
an
go away
area
from
pretty
it.
well myself.
Yeah,
Make
a
sure
good
to cover
round
an
from
angle that I
PN
can't.
there, getting into that A pick. Their post plant there was just obnoxious, to say the least, with the amount of utility that they were throwing with the OS players, just deciding to get some economy damage there. A lot of them not having the guns. Koala getting picked up on the rotate, and Thornily with the Bucky in a dream could not land that Bucky shot on aNdyj, and aNdyj being able to solidify the
cool.
round.
That's
For
how you
PN
survive.
here, PN can use this for their momentum, or who knows what can happen here. We do see a 2-2-1.
Absolutely here. Koala jump peeking away. Oh, is seen. Shots are fired, but they'll get out unscathed here. But really not really committed. Space now being aggressed out here from Nibroc and Thornily, but space now being taken here. There is Sunday. He's waiting for them to dance here with the KJ setup on C. The players have gathered. Space is being taken. I think OS probably knows where they are. So much space. Here comes the blind, but it doesn't catch the Jet. It's go big from Sunday. But Curran is there to win the initial Jet battle. That gets them onto site. The other players are getting ready for a 4 versus 5 retake. The flank is coming in. aNdyj gets one, but Nibroc gets Blueberry. The double flank is coming in here. Great stun will catch Nibroc. 3 players here outside. The flash comes in. Trying to force them away. Thornily gets one onto random chair. Trying to buy time with Nuclearcats. 3 versus 3, but aNdyj had gotten underwater. 2 versus 3. It's all on aNdyj and Corinna. Molly though. That's
Last player
kill. But
standing.
aNdyj gets aNdyj. It's all on Corinna. She's in an awkward spot here. Has to fight their way through.
One enemy
Bullets.
remaining.
They do get one.
What's this?
2 bullets. Jump. Yes. Oh, misses the right click. And the defenders will defuse a tragedy. aNdyj just clipped the edge.
Yeah, PN had
Match
quite the
point.
defense there, being able to get get their post plant really set up there with Nuclearcats really pushing them off site, using time to their advantage there. But the 0 bullets, I think that's a Valorant player's worst nightmare. And aNdyj just holding on for dear life, being like, please don't shoot me. And it worked out in OS's favor. This is match point, 12 versus 6. OS just has to remain calm, and we do see a mixed buy on behalf of PN here. Will this be a gun advantage or not?
Yeah, gun advantage. Sunday with the Blade Storm pop for themselves here. Holding opposite side. Really kind of this telegraphed A hit potentially. And they do have so many ults. They're ready to spring an immediate trap with this KJ's lockdown here from aNdyj.
I am the hunter.
Oh, ult's coming in. Immediately gets random chair dashing out the side. Let's get that first kill though. Flurries 3 versus 4 though, but the defender kills. Oh, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna try to push through? Ash gets one on the 12, but they're moving back. Thornily will trade right back.
Player standing.
Well, it's all on their cats, but aNdyj will get those last 2
Defenders
kills. Map goes to Celestial Calzones.
And Celestial Calzones indeed leading us into a 13-6 win over map 1, over Lotus. We did see quite the very strong attack half, and all they had to do was hold on in defense, and hold on they did. Looking at this scoreboard here, we do see the OS miss all Sunday 20-12 with PN's Ash 16-6. What a match. Looking around, all around at this team, it was definitely OS playing really, really well together. And even though PN had some of the craziest post-plant setups, it was just not enough for OS in the end. We are looking to go into map 2 here after a short break. We will be back within 5 minutes, and we will see you all in 5 minutes here.
The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. When look in your eyes, I found that one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. Oh, love is electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. I'm feeling electric. Look in your eyes, I found that one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric.
everybody. Welcome back to our short intermission here where the celestial Calzones representing Omnipotent Sandwiches did hold serve on their map pick. And they took the map 1 of Lotus 13-6 with some, in reasonably in-controlled fashion, but there were a couple rounds that got your heart racing there. As we now move over to Project Nova Pegasus's pick of Split.
Of Split indeed, and I believe if I'm correct, OS did pick to begin on defense here, which is a little bit different than how they picked Lotus attack. But I would say that that is the better pick, knowing the historical reference of Split being a defense-sided map, but really it could be anybody's game in a semifinal. OS looking very strong in map 1. It did not look like the pressure got to them in any way, shape, or form. Hiding behind corners, playing together really well, and doing what the OS way of swing or be swung, as their GM says. So very exciting map 1. Looking forward to map 2. I'm looking forward to see what these agent picks are, as Split is a very hyper-specific map. And looking at their Lotus lineup here, we didn't see as conventional pickups other than the KJ here. So I'm excited to see what Sentinel picks is here, who, if we're going to be seeing a big raise moment, or if we're going to be seeing any of those newer agents, thinking about ISO, thinking about Neon, thinking about all of that here, or if we're going to be going straight into the prospect comfort picks here. Striker, what are you most looking forward to in this next map?
I think this will force some people on same roles, but if they stay to those, onto different agents here. I mean, KJ really not as strong on this map, so I'm curious to see if our Sentinel players how well they can make the transition over to Cypher, which I really feel like is the Sentinel of choice on this map, kind of their playground, the urban playground of Cypher here. Duelist, though, yeah, I feel like Raze always like such a standard pick here. You could see the Jet, but Neon, I think, like a double Duelist, Neon Raze, I think has some teeth here potentially. But there's other oddball picks. Like I've seen some people working on some Deadlock. Deadlock tech might exist out there. If you just want to get aggressive with an op, Chamber is in play on this map.
We didn't see any op plays really in Lotus, but going into this map, I'm sure that will be a big part of the system. And it looks like we are going straight into map agent select here. Both teams giving us the signal that they are ready to go. And we see OS hovering. We see PN hovering with the first lock-in, with Sunday being Jet. Does not come as a surprise looking at the historical reference of this team, with OS and aNdyj on the Sentinel pick with the Cypher pickup here, which seems very atypical for a Split map. Looking at PN here, they're hovering. They haven't locked in yet. And as I say it, they all lock in. Very typical comp from PN here with Nuke on the breach and one random chair. Going into Cypher here with Blueberry and aNdyj doing the double controller. Wow, we're seeing a theme here, Striker, amongst these PN players. Whereas OS is a little bit more hesitant on what they want to play.
Yeah, I think trying to figure out what controller their feelings there. We'll be going with just that single controller. Double Duelist, kind of the differences. I think OS potentially once again looking to just forego flashes here in favor of that for information with Nibroc locking in that fade here. Very similar comps to a certain aspect, but
But this is very indicative of the OS playstyle, actually, now that you've mentioned it, with Nibroc and the Sova gameplay. We saw a lot of drones, we saw a lot of arrows being able to get information on the site and get out those PN players here. So it'll be very interesting to see the fade change up. Only, yes, they're still information based, but see where these haunts go, see how we use the prowlers to get onto site to check those corners, almost as if using that instead of the flash is the playstyle that OS is currently going for.
Yeah, absolutely. And they do have that peak, they do have that aggression of the double duelists to be able to dive onto these sites, but they will be starting defense. We'll have to see how they can make this work, how will they position. I think the real key for this modern version of Split is how do you control mid? After the nerfs to the way the Sage Wall hardened, that really kind of took the teeth of just you put the Sage Wall mid and move on with your life. Do you invest a Cypher trip? Do you really just invest a body to be jump peeking it and ready to fight it? Do you push out of it? I think how both teams solve the puzzle of mid will probably be the key to this map here on Split.
Key to this map for sure. And it will be exciting to see if OS uses their dominance from map 1 and that early aggression and continue to do that OS style, or if they're going to change it up with PN maybe anticipating that early aggression here. We are going to be seeing the PN players on attack, like you said, so it'll be interesting to see the type of pacing that PN brings forward, with OS setting the pace last round. PN, this is their map pick. This is their attack style. We'll see how this game goes going into it. 20 seconds left on the board. Striker, what are we thinking is going to happen in this first pistol round? Absolute chaos?
Maybe. That just depends. It looks like we could be hitting for a big mid aggression here. And if that's the case, Nibroc will be fighting for their life. Koala will need to get there to support them pretty quickly. Looks like an immediate eye. Interestingly, you know, not really setting up for that raised fade util combo. Maybe they're saving that for later in the match.
I'll find you.
Eye is immediately thrown, but the smoke is immediately thrown. Haunt is destroyed right off the rip here. Standing back and forth. Smokes have been deployed from both sides. Turner, though, is working their way up. aNdyj moving to support, looking ready like they want to fight this heaven. Bit of a slow cage has been thrown. Set made. Oh, what a shot from Nibroc. Collects Blueberry. That's one of the controllers down. He still can't smoke, but here's the nade as well. He's gonna do a lot as that will bring down Corinna. 3 versus 5. Mid is locked down. So we'll collect that lurk kill onto Sunday. Nuclearcats. Oh, good stun. Make it Nibroc here. Will the swing happen? Oh, here's the drop. Nuclearcats. They have a lot to do. The blast pack comes through. One is blinded. Gets one. Cannot get another. Trying to get out. Only one bullet left. And the swing comes in. Jump peeks away. Cannot get around the corner.
Spike down A.
Them up. Spike is down. Slides on down the rope. On the rope collects Nibroc. 2 versus 2, but the HP is low on ash. One random share has worked their way deep onto B site here.
30 seconds left.
The Cypher cam spotted them. Oh, kind of aware. It looks like aNdyj is aware. Holding it. Does he come out?
One enemy remaining.
Wins the fight. But does take a lot of damage for their trouble. But Ash now 35 HP.
I have the spike.
In a dream does get the spike. But now the chase is on.
10 seconds
10 seconds left though. Might not have enough time to get plant, especially when aNdyj comes here. Nobody gets it, but still not enough time. Plant will go down, but it will be too late. Only the money will be secured. And a kill for bonus, but they're now only 3 orbs away from that Viper's pit.
Ash really pulling it together between a rock and a hard place there. Even though they lost the round, getting the plant down is plant money. That's all I gotta say. Plant money and kills is money. So leaving Ash in a little bit more of an economy swing here. OS did win the round, getting lots of guns here. We see 2 Bulldogs, 3 Spectres, and we are seeing PN head towards A here, trying that A hit again this time, with OS having 3 people leaning towards A here.
Bot comes in, is immediately broken.
Poison orb
Still there's just these 2 ghosts and 3 classics. Versus the world. Ooh, and the decay comes in. You gets that first pick. Gets that second. Spamming away. We'll grab that reload.
Bring them down.
Prowler coming on through along with the nade. No damage. That's their way up in. As that ghost makes it quite deadly with it. Ooh, the timing here, the fight is being taken. The spray's coming in.
One enemy
On for
remaining.
4. Can they
Spike
get the
down
ace?
A.
Ace, and they get the ace.
Don't worry, I did all the
Wow, an ace from Nibroc there. Wow. Wow, definitely a way to assert dominance in the bonus round there, with the 5 PN players headed towards there, and Nibroc just saying absolutely do not come onto my site. We did see a little bit of aggression there. PN definitely reading the room. All 4 people going towards B, going towards that mid, with Ash kind of hanging out towards the mid here. There is a gun differential, with PN really needing this round to kind of get onto their side. Otherwise, OS is just going to keep going through and using the momentum in their favor.
Absolutely, this is a dangerous bonus round, but Ash gets that pick, and they now have the Viper's pit available only on round 3. Nibroc as well, though, only 1 away. Nightfall. is a great counter to that Viper's Pit. And these two star fraggers initially taking this first contact, and Nibroc wins it out. Now they have their ult on blind as well. And will also get a Vandal for their trouble. Koala gets
Spike
Nuclear
down
with
mid.
the Spectre. Koala gets Blueberry.
One enemy remaining.
And he gets random. And it's all on to Karina in a 1 versus 4. And Koala gets the third of the round. The eco has been collected.
And
The
eco
bonus
has been
round
collected.
converted.
Bonus round converted with 4 OS players being able to take on all of PN players here. Now, Split is known historically to be an attack-sided map here, and a defense-sided map here, and OS is definitely using that to our advantage and using all points of contact this round. It looks like 1A heaven, 1 mid, 1 B heaven, and 1 B. Definitely getting off points of contact. PN is definitely in a little bit of a struggle here with their gun difference here. Are they going to be able to get the mid picks here, or are they going to be taken down by this Jet and this Clove?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You know, a couple pistols and a Spectre here, but not a tremendous amount of dangerous eco weapons here. Nuclearcat trying to work their way up again. They also go on the side. There's Physical. What a shot from Grenade with the Marshall. Will collect Sunday here. And that will be a gun into the hands of the Jet. Oh, but Thornily will collect Ash if the pit breaks down. Koala working their way up in as well. They do hear them on the rope as Thornily and aNdyj looking for this scrap. They'll whip with the pistol. Nuclearcats trades immediately right back. 3 versus 2. HP is low on 2 of these Pegasus players. Thornily trying to work. Both players now working their way from that side. Oh, and they get the pick on the chair. Trying to do a 2 versus 2. HP is in favor
Spike planted.
of these Calzones, but the spike is down, and that does make life harder for them. How will they play this? Kind of going separately here. Nuclearcats trying to catch a timing. Are they holding for it? They kind of are. Here's the drop. Nuclearcats does the drop. That comes
Player
in.
standing.
And Thornily wins out that duel. Takes a lot of damage for their trouble. Blueberry, 28, 26 HP, 12 bullets, and a dream, and it's just not planted for them. They're gonna need to make a catch the timing of the century right now as the spike heads out in half, and it's smoked, and the bullets run out. The spike is clean. Will they let Blueberry live here, or will they get the kill? They will get the kill there.
One downside to being immortal.
And they will get the kill there, making it 4-0-4 OS here. Looking at this scoreboard here, it looks like we are seeing a 7-2 Nibroc from that ace there, but overall, all of OS really working together here to be able to get the picks and working as to getting the picks that they need. We do see the Viper ult online, looking towards maybe using that towards their advantage. We do see 3 of the PN players leaning towards A, going into 3A OS players with 2 on B, going into the solo Koala.
Util being thrown is immediately broken. Grenade has taken an aggressive position. Will Thornily make this challenge?
Wrong, buddy.
Five coming, jump peek does come in, dash out. Trying to nade away. Not really contesting this space violently. Pushing up into an aggressive angle here now is Thornily. Will they be ready to check this? Fade ult is available. Will it come out? Will they try to get this crunch? 4 players that now are up into mid. Pressure soon to be on Sunday. Does get stunned. They swing in. Karina gets that first pick onto the other Jet. Oh, but Koala trades right back. They cannot get another. Blueberry does a great job refragging. We're in a 3 versus 4, but HP is very low on Nuclearcats. Ash is being chased down by these 2. All on Andy, who gets the flash. And cleaned up. Great utility trading there. 3 versus 2. The big flank now is active here from the Celestial Calzones.
30 seconds
Spike
left.
is planted.
Spike planted.
Running over now. Playing their post plants. Do they know? Can they even consider that this retake is coming from such a long way away? I think a little bit. Nuclearcats is jump peeking this. Here comes the ult. They're aware. The Prowler goes and hunts. That great aftershock delays them even more. Trying to eye back sight. The stun comes in, does collect Thornily. Nibroc trying to do as
Last
well.
player
Ash gets
standing.
1. Nibroc retrades onto Ash. It's a 1
You have got to be kidding me.
versus 2. HP is so low for both of these
One
players.
enemy remaining.
He gets 1. But the time is played well enough, and that first round will go to Pegasus.
Pegasus' first round definitely comes because of a util difference here. Nuclearcats really using his utility well there, getting the stun on Sunday. Koala really trying to hold that B aggression, but as you can see, PN's really starting to play together in twos. Lots of flashes, and Nuclearcats making the better decision there. Instead of going for the gunfight, he's going to go and save the round with the spike. Overall, a really great round from Ash as well, who was getting absolutely run down. OS had such a good idea with that big lurk and that big flank. It just wasn't enough. Time was not on their side, and we go into this next round with an A aggressive hit. 4 PN players going into 2 OS players.
Yeah, if we do have this breach ult, could we get a
find
breach
you.
ult into Viper's hit combo? Try to get both these incredibly powerful ults active. Have to see here, but no, just kind of a delay, trying to hold. Trying to see, but so much space has now been taken here by Koala and Thornily. So much pressure is now on one random chair. Timing, just the round slowing down, but now here comes Dex. But oh, this is a great seize. We'll slow
Bring
things
them
down
down.
again. These 4 players being frustrated by Nibroc's utility usage. But now the hit is coming, dashing up into heaven. Random chair gets 1 on that lurk, which is great value. 4 versus 5. Nibroc trying to fight for their life on site. Heaven is being taken, but there are 3 players here almost holding the main side of site. Do they clear?
I know exactly.
Sunday. Oh, but Nibroc holding out. They just didn't think to clear. 4 versus 4. Nibroc gets a second.
Spike down A.
All
them
on
down.
site. The Prowler going out trying to find that spike is down as well. Koala gets Ash. Very suddenly into a 4 versus 2. And they're both working from these deep flank angles once again.
30
The round
seconds
almost
left.
flipped on its head from last round. Nuclearcats though needs to work in, but this is being held here.
Last
aNdyj.
player standing.
And aNdyj does win out that fight. All on random chair. Tries to Cypher mirror match, but aNdyj collects their second of the round. And that's now 5 in a row. Not 5 in a row. 5 rounds on the board for the Calzones.
Yes, another round going in favor of Calzones there with a couple of really good blue kills, just holding angles, being very patient. OS really is being able to determine the timing of this game, whereas usually it would be the attack-sided map. PN is struggling to be able to get the timing in their way with OS's patience and knowing when to be aggressive versus not. So I do see
Let's
PN
make some
trying to change up the
chaos.
game a little bit, going towards B, some going mid, some going main, and OS is looking at 3 people there again. Kind of
Here
reading the
comes the
room
blades. Here's the blade storm, but there is this trip. Are they aware of it? Oh, the time he just checks the wrong side. Koala gets that first pick. The blade storm is down. A really powerful ult off the board. Little to no effect. And now the spam through on the cage. As the trip does. One. The op rings out the bone. They take a good chunk of damage for their trouble here. But still, numbers advantage, gun advantage firmly in the hands side of the Calzones. Now they begin their rotation. Working their way up. Oh, but this op lurking like Jaws, but is smoked off. Koala now playing aggressive in the smoke, trying to get some value here. Trying to deny the space. The spike now headed over to A, which is now just being held by Nibroc. The defender of A does see them.
Where are you?
Comes on in. Ash gets Sunday.
Off your feet!
Breach ult does come in, trying to force. Blueberry gets Thornily. Numbers slowly going
30
into the
seconds
side
left.
here. But there's still 2 on side. Nibroc collects Cats. Koala
Spike
gets
down
Ash.
A.
And it's quickly, the numbers are back in favor here of our defenders.
Here.
Has this op though. Chair needs to make something happen, and they will collect as well.
Like I never
The
left.
op is ult is top. They have to chase with pistols, and they mow them down.
10 seconds left.
Style 2 versus 2, but the time is so low. Do they just save these guns, or do they go for broke? Only 6 seconds remain. They know where the players
Camera
are,
take
but they're
page
just gonna have
trigger.
to save these extra rifles. Saved weapons. Will the hunt come in from OS? Looks like no. Blueberry gets the last second for the third round on the Nibroc, but
We
aNdyj
try
will
the
live.
same old tricks.
Wow, what a round on both sides here. OS once again showing patience, choosing the time for their advantage here, but PN did really look like this round was winnable. We did see some great op shots on behalf of one random chair, being able to get Koala absolutely running down Koala as
That
well,
goes
but then timing was just
This
not on
goes
their
here.
side with both OS
Oh,
players
this
on
is a nice
site with the spike, and the breach ult just not being able to land on those OS players really played the round on PN, and we see PN doing an AB going straight to B here.
Yeah, Nuclearcats taking this first round but missed Sunday. Oh, Nibroc gets an immediate first pick off of that mid-aggression with Koala. Now down. Height high one-off angle being played here by Miss All Sunday. Or will be collected by Nuclearcats as they look to rebuild the alt coffer. Round slowing down. The pinch, so much space has been taken. These three players pretty well content. Into rotate away, trying to stun off this space is Nuclearcats.
Trevor!
Stun comes in, new smoke comes out. Potentially another battle here between our two cloves. Being chased off.
Have one of these.
Here they come. aNdyj though also collects Ash. Counter lurk has worked. Oh, and then Koala gets into the side, unable to get a kill. That's fun though. We'll collect blueberries. Nuclearcats does trade back. 2 versus 4 though. Holding here. Random chair though will collect Koala, bringing it to a 3 versus 2. Not sure where to go.
30 seconds left.
Where the Jet Sunday is waiting. Oh, avoids the flash. Trying to play tricky on site, trying to catch the time.
One enemy remaining.
Does catch the chair. Oh, and has in an exposed position. aNdyj will clean it up.
Yeah, good round from OS there. Once again, PN did make a good call once they got the pick. They tried to head to B, but OS not leaving their sights and anchoring sights here is really what's playing to their advantage as well. They're not getting hasty. They're using that supremacy from the rest of the season as well. They've been doing this all season where they're not getting hasty. They're using their brains and they're thinking a lot about it, whereas PN is definitely using really good strategic moments, but it's hard to do a lot of plays when OS is just doing the same thing over and over. We do see 3 people leaning towards A, but Cypher looks like he could leave any moment. Thornily
is ripped and fires in and gets one. Almost gets a second.
My
But
turn.
immediately throw the nade just to try to force it out and gets up 2 with the nade. And so much damage. It's their 4th. On for the 6k ace potentially. Another nade does ring out here. Thornily.
Spike's there.
Angle being held by one random chair. But the spike is down and in full control. Ash trying to come re-link up, but the double flank is on. Seem kind of aware of it. One random chair takes the fight. They trade back and forth. Here comes the W.
One enemy
forward.
remaining.
On for 5. And they get 6. And get 6.
Yeah, that's the world.
And they can get 6 indeed. Just Thornily ready to receive the PN team there. Blueberry had a good idea using their ultimate to get on site. It was just unfortunate PN going straight into the nade of Thornily and the rest of the OS team supporting Thornily and getting the 6k there. And we are seeing a little bit of a PN default here with all of PN going across all sites. OS ready to receive them.
Time to
Trying to
explode.
slow things down here. Looking for a small micro mistake to come out of OS that they can exploit. But the Calzones have not been generous in handing those out. Oh, the double crush comes in, the jumpy comes in. Putting out a Nuclearcat. There are always 2 players there to meet him, and Koala will collect Karina.
We'll catch them.
Standing on through is Nibroc.
Bring them down.
Prowler making sure that no one's on their lawn. 3 bullets, and now goes for the reload. Now still, once again, kind of flummoxed here. Working their way over to the B site now, but the Cypher is waiting. Good trip angles, good cam.
No peeking.
Smoke's now being used. They look to re-aggress, I think, through mid. I'm going to try to tear down Koala, playing this kind of one and done. Always being made. He's not revealing a tremendous amount here. It's on Koala. Takes for contact. Gets 1. Gets 2.
Spike down mid.
Trying to get their 4th on the round.
One enemy remaining.
12, and they do get their 4th on the round. It's all down to Ash in a 1 versus 5.
Toxin screen down.
30 seconds left.
Spike is down, up in B
Toxins
heaven.
going up.
Ash with the world to do here. Swings out, but aNdyj will clean them up.
What an incredible round from Koala there in mid, running out of bullets, getting that classic kill, but doing the damage that they needed in order to get the round. Yes, in OS's favor, but to allow them to suss out where ash might be. As you can see, ash has been lurking quite a bit. Koala, you can see the excitement in her crosshair, being very excited about that 4K. PN really needs to work together here to decide what to do in order to meet OS. Really needs to pull it together in order to get as many rounds as they can. Because going into the half, they do need at least 3 rounds. So let's see if they can get them here.
Yep, trying to activate the vaunted 9-3 curse. But it's again just another 4 rifles, Nuclearcats, the one trading util here. Grabbing util instead of a gun. Do have that stun. Trying to play slow here. Space being prodded though. Haunt is immediately broken. They know they're here. Probably heard the 2 distinct guns. Bam's coming through. Thornily working up. Taking the first contact.
Jets
Wins that
grounded.
fight. Ash though will clean them back up.
Toxins going up.
Viper's pit for so long. Trying to find a way to
Toxin
use it.
screen down.
Spike though still just like stalled here in main. A lot of mid here. Damage has been dealt a little. Spike has been identified. Trying to slow down the pace is PN. So they see the low trip immediately broken.
Mark
Here
2.
comes the fade ult. No force bomb. Aftershock trying to push them back, trying to buy time.
30 seconds left.
Letting the deafen and the decay wear away, but they're playing this great cross together, ready to fight anyone here mid. But Ash has found quite the time. Ooh, the dink! The double dink! Oh, random share just swing to trade it back. It's now 3 versus 2.
I know exactly where
They
you
will find out where these last 2 players
Cage
are.
triggered.
Is aNdyj trying to get out? But
10 seconds left.
Chip gets 1. Nuclearcats versus Sunday. Plan going down. Timing here. Oh no! Get both kills now all of a sudden.
Spike down
Sunday
A.
comes up huge on this late hold anchor to get 10 on the board.
Wow, what seemed to
Last
be a
round
good round
before the
for
switch.
PN. They're getting
Nothing will
3
be
of
saved
the
after
OS
this.
players.
Use it.
Sunday just playing time, waiting on site, waiting for the exact moment, got the plant killer and won the round for OS. Ash being able to pick
That
up
goes
3
there.
there. I do think that that was a really good play overall from PN. It just was an unfortunate end to the round. We're looking into this last round before the swap and looking at these buys here. We are
This goes
seeing an
here.
ult on the board with Sunday and a little bit of a mixed
Wow,
buy
this is a
on
nice-
behalf
yes,
of PN with
this
a Bulldog, a
goes
Guardian,
here.
and a Dream.
Yeah, the mixed eco buys. They still have this Viper's Pit. Should they be able to get Spike down? They have the power, but
Bring them
Calzones not been allowing a lot of plants.
Where are you?
Absolute ironclad defense. Oh, Blueberry is seeing the shoulder, not playing tight up to the corner. Nibroc gets another kill. They have been tremendous on this defensive half. Working their way out. 4 players still 2 mid, 2 holding out for a push out of A that I don't think will come. Yes, Calzones just content to build upon their advantage, not trying to overpeak, playing it slow and cautious. Contact has been taken. Dash blast packs away. Jump peeks coming in from both sides. And the swing comes in. Trying to high low. And Ash does get that kill.
Where are you?
Now they run right into the Cypher grip. And he will get Ash.
Spike down A.
4 spiked out down on site. Sunday gets Karina.
30 seconds left.
Into a 2 versus 4. Nuclearcats and Cher.
Last
4
player
seconds. Time going
standing.
down.
Caught
Sunday
one.
gets Nuclearcats. It's all
Tripwire
on
destroyed.
random Cher. 14 bullets in the mag. Needs to find 4 heads in 16 seconds. The Jet being aggressive, hunting for blood, runs through, right clicks the knives out, and gets their 3rd of the round.
Gets their 3rd of a round, leaving it an 11-1 half on
Switching
behalf
sides.
of OS. Going into the next round, all OS needs to do is solidify 2 rounds, which could be both pistol rounds, and PN needs to stop this momentum. He needs to put a stopper on this. They need to figure it out, otherwise it will look like OS is going into the finals here. If you were PN in this moment, Striker, what would you be telling to your team in this moment?
I think you gotta try to keep everyone, you gotta keep them up, try your best, despite how hard it's been to keep morale high. And at this point, it's just 1 round at a time. You can't look at the big picture. every round is its own little thing, and you need to commit entirely to these singular moments and hope you can chain enough moments together to complete a master-crafted dream of a comeback. Aggression here coming up in. Taking, trying to stun off, trying to buy some time here. Nade is taking a lot of space. Having control has been taken by Thornily.
Clearing out.
Will get forced out though. Dashing on the rest of the other 4 are making this big side hit. Ash is going to need to step up loud. The loud classic is going to need to make some noise here. Spike is down. Thornily gets Nuclearcats 4 versus 4 into the post plant. Karina trying to take some contact. Nibroc though. Nibroc collects another. Their tally. Ash though does get Thornily 3 versus 3. aNdyj holding a tight angle here. It's going down for a bit, but now the contact is in. Blueberry gets one. Nibroc trade race back onto it. 2 versus 2. Damage being done. One random chair and Ash.
Last player standing.
The spike. It's all on Ash. They get half. They come off trying to fight now.
Toxin screen down.
Tapping their way through.
One enemy
And
remaining.
one. Cannot get the next.
Cannot get the next. Wow, as you said, it was a tight round
Match
on
point.
behalf of both sides there. Could have been anybody's game, but time was just not on Ash's side. And the round goes to OS here, 12-1. This could be the last round. This could be match point here. We are seeing the OS team buying everything that they possibly can to get the game to end, with PN looking a little bit more conservative, is buying
I
some
think they
shield.
gotta realize it's last round. You gotta buy whatever's on the shelves.
Yeah, now looking at it, it looks like they're buying everything that they possibly can, with OS leaning towards B here and looking to end the game.
Yep, here they are. I think Karina does hear them. Needs to make this Spectre.
Here.
Send them all to the afterlife here. The dash comes in. Right on top there, kill is collected. There's so many on site. The overwhelm is on. First 2 picks have happened. 3 versus 5 into the post plant.
Spike planted.
Nuclearcats and Ash though do trade back. That is some rifles now. Potentially some gun upgrades are available, but Ash only has 8 HP. Nuclearcats has taken some damage as well. A little lineup molly inbound. Koala though does get Nuclearcats. Blueberry has
Last player
gets one, but aNdyj will
Attackers
will
win.
deliver them to the grand finals.
Yeah, signed, sealed, delivered. Semifinals is theirs. They go on into the finals. OS solidifying their spot as #1 seed and as first pick going into the finals here, leaving PN Prospect into seed 4, 4th place for the final score. It is a GG all around. As we look at the end of the game there, Striker, what was the most defining moment you think that allowed OS to be able to win that game there? I personally think, yes, it was their gameplay, but they seem to be a little bit aware, OS, on what PN was doing, always checking their corners, always checking the lurk, always having an anchor. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Nibroc really held up at sometimes just single-handedly kind of stalling out some of these PN attacks. But I think the biggest thing, just as a collective, the team just refused to let Pegasus just get onto a site. And if you can't even get the spike down, it's just almost impossible to win a round as an attacker. And just, you know, it is a defender-sided map, but just the damage, too much damage was done there.
Mm-hmm. Too much damage was, and we just want to thank everybody in the chat for being able to watch this nail-biting game between us both, the hard-fought battle from OS to be able to solidify their spot. We have drisK on the production desk and QueenBee and Striker on the casting desk with Sonder observing. We thank you all so much for hopping on in. We look forward to seeing what the next playoff match in Prospect is going to be and see if OS will be able to keep their #1 seed or if the game of the 2 and 3rd seed will be able to put a stopper onto their season and to another OS crown. But this is QueenBee signing off. Strikers, do you have any final words to say to the stream?
I think we might have an interview.
We have an interview! Oh, this is exciting. And if I'm correct, I actually do see the interview ready in call. I believe Striker is going to be our caster on site in the interview with Thornily.
Yep. So we'll take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be right back with the interview of Thornily of the Celestial Calzones.
way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. When look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. Our love is electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. I'm feeling electric. Look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. Look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. Our love is electric. The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. I'm feeling electric. Look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for.
It's like
All right, everybody, welcome back. Joining me from the Celestial Calzones is Thornily,
Hello.
the Raise Extraordinaire. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
So, once again, first off, congrats on your victory here in the semifinals, continuing your dominant run here through the
Yep.
Prospect Division. How's it feel?
It feels nice. We've definitely prepared for this moment.
Yeah, it
Feels
feels like
good.
you guys, at some points, just knew exactly what Pegasus was trying to do. Whenever they'd go somewhere, you were stacked there, ready and waiting. You guys
Yeah.
just do like a lot of VOD review for that?
Well, it helped that we played them recently, so then it was the same maps, so we knew kind of what they did. Just based it off that.
You know, so how have you kept your how have you guys as a team, kept your motivation? I feel like when you get such like a large lead, secure playoffs, and seeding so early, how do you stay motivated to keep your edge and not fall victim to an upset?
We just keep positive, keep playing with each other. If it's comp, not even Valorant, like we just keep in touch and then keep everyone on the same page. Helps us stay motivated.
Awesome. Who do you, I guess, is there anyone on the team you'd think deserves like a special shout out for tonight?
Definitely
Who-
Kisei. He has helped us so much, especially in the first game. He was popping off.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that I'm guessing that was the Jet?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Great performance by you as well, zooming in on those double duelist comps. How do you guys make it work there with like no flashes?
No clue. We just somehow do it.
It just works.
We've tried to implement flashes and it does not work for us, so
No, great that you guys have found your own little unique wrinkle on the game, and you've run it to great success. As you look to the other prospect semifinal, is there either of those two teams that you want to play in the finals?
I feel like High Tide will definitely be a fun matchup with Chairless. That guy is insane, so he'll be scary in playoffs, but it'll be fun.
Awesome. Well, there's your name to look out for. High Tide, Shareless. We'll see them, potentially see them in the grand finals or semifinal whenever that comes up. Well, congratulations. Any other shoutouts you'd like to do? The floor is yours before we sign off for the evening.
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This concludes our semifinal presentation of the Prospect Division keep your eyes open. There's still plenty of more exciting Valorant. I believe over on the Twitch stream, there still might be the mythic semi-final between Coffee Kingdom and Project Nova over on that side of the world. I'm Striker. I was joined by QueenBee. Thanks for drisK and Sonder and Thornily for joining at the end here. Good night, everybody. See you in the next show.
The way that you make me feel like I've never been felt before. When look in your eyes, I found the one I've been waiting for. I'm feeling electric. All of it's electric. The way that you make